The year is 2026. This mirrors a lot the year in 1996, which happened to be my first year that I got a computer and got the internet. That was 30 years ago. Now, 30 years ago, I was building websites, and I thought, wow, this is cool. I think people can probably make money with this one day. But I wasn't even in high school yet. So by the time I finished college and I got a computer science degree, it was already out of date. What I was learning was good for the 90s. It didn't work in today's market. Like, that was 2006. So I had to self-teach myself everything, website design, and I built a website design company in 2010, built up a client base of 20 or 30 clients, and was able to make a nice full-time income for myself. And things weren't really changing that much. But that was to 2010 or so, right? Things were kind of moving along. SEO has changed over the years, but nothing breakneck speed. What we're seeing right now is a speed of change that I cannot keep up with. I'm using AI 24/7 in my business. I'm teaching it. I'm building business systems. I'm coaching. I'm working with entrepreneurs at a very high level that are trying to build out systems for their companies, right? But even with me locked in my office 24 hours a day, working from home, no commutes, plenty of free time, staff availability, systems and tools, and I even have AI going out there and creating AI software to give me an update every day and tell me what's going on in the marketplace right now. I cannot keep up with what's happening. In 1996, 2006, even 2016, things have changed, but they kind of like relatively change over 3 to 5 years. And now we're seeing those same changes happen in 3 to 5 days. So as I'm recording this, Fable 5 is launching, and this AI model could potentially build a video game in 2 days. It could build a website in 10 minutes that is better than any design company that's currently out there. It does copywriting at a better rate than any of my copywriters that I pay $5,000 for a webinar or for a sales copy, similar to what you see on the screen right now. This was made with Claude, using all of the data in my company to give an offer out to the community to put together a presentation that will best benefit our customer because it knows all of your data. I have a database of customers and millions of dollars in sales, and all that database is logged into the AI system now. Like, it has its own brain. So how can you set up a brain for your company that essentially creates offers, does lead gen for you, and builds the business for you, like essentially building a company where you don't need to work? And that's what we're going to be talking about in today's presentation. It's not that AI is going to replace you. It's going to replace all the things that you don't want to do so you can focus more on the creative side of things. So spending 20 hours a week on the creative side of like, oh, what can we do for our customers? That'd be pretty cool. How about let's build a mobile app that all of our customers can log into and take a look at what their analytics are for their company that we're doing marketing for. That's cool. You couldn't do this before. Now you don't need a computer science degree, which I hold, and I've built software companies, and we do have a software company now. And it still takes a lot of skills to build software, but if you're new and you don't have a computer science background like myself, and you don't have that much skill with marketing, it's okay. You can still build websites, and you can still offer value to hundreds of millions of companies around the world. You don't need any kind of college degree anymore. It does help to have the experience and background and skill set, but to just get started and to make $1,000, $3,000, or $5,000 a month, building out websites that you can do with AI for free starting today, anyone can do this. And that's what we're going to be teaching you here today on this video. So I'm not going to teach you how to build a multi-billion-dollar company. We're not even going to teach you how to build a software app. All we're going to do is start with the basics and give you the exact tools, client getting system, templates, sales scripts, and lead generating tactics that I would use if I were starting brand new at 18 to build up a full-time income on the side. Say I'm already working a job. This is what I would do if I didn't have the background and experience that I have today. I've been doing this for 30 years, all right? So we've been coaching this for like at least 10. And I've helped out thousands of our students be able to learn this information and apply it. But I think the programs that we build today are just 10 times better. Before, I had to do everything myself. I had to hire a team of sales copy, of image designers, and it would take months to build out a website design program for you. Now I can do this within a week and have a better program. It's more efficient. It's actually gets better results, and I can just give it to you here today on this, literally on this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive into it. So this is for you if you already have an existing marketing agency or you want to grow one, or you're kind of like stuck into what I should do, like how should I offer a service that people will actually buy. If you've been watching and looking at AI, but you haven't been really doing anything with it, this is going to be for you. Or if you just want to get more out of the AI tools that you're already using. And if you want to get recurring clients without kind of doing all the work for you. So we're just going to be setting up a very basic system on how to generate client leads for the client that they will pay you every month, where you don't need to actually get on the computer every day and do lead gen for them or run ads or like learn a skill set like SEO. SEO doesn't matter anymore. Google is getting rid of the search bar. We are literally hitting a critical mass where things are changing so fast. What I tell you here today on the call may not apply next month. So we're going to try to keep it as relevant as possible without giving you too many details that may be irrelevant next month. So we're going to keep it really simple as well. So my goal to help you become better and make more money, build the dream business that you want is, number one, is keeping it very simple so that like an 8-year-old can do what I'm teaching you. And number two, it's giving you very focused clarity. Just do this one thing every day, 10 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, 60 minutes a day, and then you will get the results, right? Instead of trying to maybe go out on your own, watch videos every day, watch YouTube channels, watch this, buy 7 different courses, try this technique, try that technique, build a website, take 6 months learning and digesting information and building up a website and a brand, you're going to waste years. I've seen this happen with hundreds of our students here before. We've literally had students who will spend thousands of dollars in courses, will spend thousands of dollars in software, recurring software subscriptions and communities and things like this, but they have yet to get a client or yet to build a real business. So we're going to let all that go. So just kind of let that under the surface. We're not going to do that anymore. We're only going to focus on what works, and that simply is to generate 3 to 5 clients that are building a 10-minute service. You're just building a 10-minute service. Literally, you're going to use AI to create a website. And then we're going to be offering that as a demo to the business owner. It's very, very simple. In fact, anyone can do this. I believe that any 8-year-old could take what I'm teaching you here today on this video and apply it and build a full-time company and probably retire their parents while still going to grade school, right? That is the goal of today's presentation. So if you want to stay ahead of the curve and not scramble around for 6 months and wasting time on things that don't matter, or trying to learn AI tools like I've been learning for the last 18 months or so, well, there's about 30 to 50 different tools that you could learn, or we could just focus on one and use it for one thing, and that's all we're going to be doing. So February 2026 is when the internet changed forever, right? Now, the majority of searches now end without a click. So that means that Google is basically becoming already AI. Now, as of June, it's higher. These are the numbers in February. All right. AI generates 4 billion answers a day. It's just becoming. I've seen our clients, they're losing about 90 to 95% of their internet traffic with SEO, and they're losing about 50 to 60% of their social media traffic. Even social algorithms, they're no longer serving our clients social platform profiles, but instead they're kind of sourcing more algorithm content, more AI content. So even if you have a lot of followers, even if you have clients that are doing really well last year, they could be seeing a 60 to 70% drop off. Now, this is great for 2 reasons. Is because number one, they're looking for solutions which you can offer them, right? And number 2 is that a lot of the potential business that you probably wouldn't be able to get that are already working with an agency and they're very happy with their services, well, they're not happy anymore, right? Imagine that you've been working with an agency for 5 years, right? And say you've been working with a marketer, and you've been seeing consistent results with their SEO, with their Facebook and social media platforms. You're getting bookings for your dentistry, and then all of a sudden, in April 2026, you see 60% drop off. you're going to be blaming the agency, and you're not going to understand why it's happening because you're busy. You don't understand what's happening in the internet world. You don't understand that 70% of your local business has just went unknown because of algorithm changes. And it's not your job to know. It's your job to just do your business, right? So a lot of agencies are not going to be kept up to par. So we have millions and millions of businesses that are currently looking for upstart people that know what they're doing, that can give them the answers, the solutions to their problems, which is getting that traffic back, right? So it's going to be using AI algorithms. It's going to be using Facebook ads and YouTube ads, AI algorithms, and getting people into the best search results, right? So what your clients are currently seeing now is changing, right? Old Google search, well, we probably already know what the old Google search looks like. You know, it kind of just looks like a yellow page listing. Well, now today, it looks a little bit different. It's an AI search. So now it's going to be giving you at the top, oh, well, we've done the research for you. This is the top rated plumber. And if you'd like to contact that plumber, here's the number. Quite different. So this is where the money is to be made, is right now, is understanding how to use AI to help rank business owners, right? And getting that 70% of the traffic that they're missing. Okay? So there's the rise of agentic AI, which is agents, but we're already going to the next level, which is looping agents that work for you 24/7. They actually do the work for your clients as you sleep. This is where we're going right now. Agentics is basically like you have an agent, you prompt it, and then you run some workflows, right? But now there's going to be agents prompting other agents, and then there'll be looping. So essentially that they work like Claude Cowork, for example. You can kind of do this, or Claude Code, which are more advanced for this presentation. We're not going to talk about that. But everyone's going to have some kind of like pretty cheap option that you can do this for a few dollars a month for any business that you have, right? And so local businesses are, again, bleeding leads. Like I said, 27, 47, 50%, 70% down in lead gen, depending on the company. And they're seeing this across the board, even with online businesses that I work with that are very not physical locations, just not local businesses. They're also seeing this massive drop off. So it's happening on both levels, right? So what's worked is not going to work anymore. And before I would say, you know, you have 3 to 5 years to kind of help your client and kind of reestablish results. Well, I used to be ranked #1 in the world for web consulting for 7 years. And now you cannot even find my website. In fact, websites don't even matter anymore. So unless you build a website with the help of AI and make it a lead generation tool, it's completely useless, right? And getting found on Google is one thing. Also, getting found on social media is another thing, right? And this relies on #1 is the algorithms, and #2 is creating content. And creating content is a lot of work if you don't know how to use AI, right? And how to build systems to help your clients succeed. And this is where we're going, right? Website drop-off cannot be sustained. You can't run a business if 50% of your lead gen is dried up. The internet is now the #1 source for local businesses to get leads. It's no longer the yellow pages. I don't even know if they print them anymore. I have no idea. Yeah, so Google ads cost 3 times more for half the clicks. Google ads like themselves that show up, and they're not showing up as nearly as effectively as now AI, right? Because AI is now taking the first listing. So a lot of SEO agencies have been kind of just relying on this for the last 10 years. Pretty simple. We just buy clients some backlinks. They pay us $2,000 a month, and I just kind of forget about it. I just have a team. Like I got 8 people working for me overseas in India and the Philippines, and they're just kind of managing my clients, and I'm going about my life. You know, I'm making $60,000 a month, and I'm no worries in the world. My rankings are all #1, and just stay like that. And now, just within a 3 to 5 month period this year, you could literally lose your entire business model that you built over the last 10 years. This is how things are going to change. So, you know, it's not great if you haven't been keeping up with what's happening, but it's also great if you don't really care and you're just jumping into the market right now. Because now, well, now there's a lot of scared marketing agencies, SEO experts, local businesses that just don't really know if they can keep their business model going. Like essentially, you can go from $60,000 a month to 0. Like this is the potential danger, right? But That means that money is going somewhere else, which is going into lead generation, AI systems, owning your own data, things like this, building your own custom AI apps, and building a way to directly communicate with the customer, right? Such as like an app. So instead of them searching for you on the internet or finding a website, now they can just use the app and just order ongoing in a very easy way, right? So before it would take about $100,000 to build an app like this, and now you can use something like, I don't know, Claude Fable once it drops to build a custom AI app for your client. So build them a website in 10 minutes and then upsell them into a custom AI app where the clients can actually purchase from them through the app without going on the internet, right? This is going to be the future. So imagine you're a dentist and you want to schedule your clients every 3 months for checkups and for cleanings, or every 6 months, right? Well, wouldn't it be better to have an app that they can just check and just notifies them, like, oh, you're just in the system now, here's the app, and you just get a notification on your phone when it's a week out, right? It just adds it to your calendar. And then you can cancel, you can re-up, you can talk to customer service all through the app, and you're all just contacting the local business. This is going to be where the money is made. So maybe charging $2,000 for a website plus another $5,000 for a custom app that you build a client, and now they are using the app, and now they cannot leave you. If they leave you, they leave your app, essentially, because you created the app. And now you are in full control to charge the client ongoing $1,500 to $3,500 a month for the rest of your life. Where before, you had to rely on keeping your rankings up, keeping your ads going, basically relying on Google or Facebook or Instagram to keep your business afloat, where you could lose everything overnight. Well, now you don't have to worry about that. You can build your own website, you can build your own app, you can own the data that the client is working with. And as long as you do it in a legal and fair way, I don't see a problem with that. And you're servicing the client and they're getting the results, right? So now this is giving you an opportunity actually to build a business that could potentially sell. We're talking, you can't really sell a normal agency. 99.9% of businesses that are agencies do not sell. You cannot retire on them. It's more of a cash business, and a lot of, if not most agencies, end up going from like a 10K, 20K, 50K a month to zero eventually and lose all of their clients because they do not build systems in place to help them grow, help their clients grow, and they do not retain them. So retaining the client is the key, which is why some people tell me like, hey, I'm making 10 grand a month and I just started my agency. I'm like, cool. Come back in 3 years. And then we find out that they didn't retain a single one of their clients, and then now they're in fact doing something else, right? We don't want you to do the same thing. So this is why we're going to be building the correct strategies, the correct services, and what's working right now in the marketplace where it's going to be easy to close a deal like this, right? So what else? Well, these systems are just using Claude, Perplexity, Gemini. And what's cool about these apps and these websites that we're building for our clients is that they're delivered in hours and not weeks. We can do a website in 10 minutes. That's better than their existing website. And then we can build an app literally within 48 hours, right? And then you just copy and paste an app over and over again. You don't even need to buy any kind of crazy software. You can do this with any AI tool. There's multiple tools out there, but we're going to be focusing on just one for today. So I have some done for you templates and setup and stuff like this already in place, so you can just copy and paste what we're doing. So you don't have to think about it so much, really. You just need to go and contact potential clients or your existing clients or ones that you need to work with, right? So some of the tools that we're kind of using here is going to be Claude, Cursor, Go High Level, Perplexity, Make.com, we don't even need it really anymore, and Notion, which is kind of like a way to manage your company, generate reports and like internal kind of stuff where you can record all of your conversations and then load them into the cloud, and then it actually works with AI. Notion AI is next level. Go High Level is optional at this point. You can use Notion AI as a CRM as well, or you can just build your own, which we're doing that, right? So there's quite a lot of things here. So essentially what I'm telling you is that the old model of what you're doing right now, if you already have an existing agency, is dead. And if you don't have an agency or you don't have any clients and you want to get them, this is the greatest opportunity to jump in and do it right now, as whenever there's a monumental shift in the market, it creates the most amount of opportunity. When there's the most fear, it's when you buy, right? Same with crypto, same with the stock market. When there's the most fear, you buy. So it's the most fear right now as companies are losing 60, 70% of their traffic. They're looking for solutions. And now they're open to taking a call where maybe last year they were not, right? So the old model of just having a static website with a contact form is just garbage. Using WordPress, I don't use WordPress. I don't even remember how to log into a WordPress website. It's just, we don't need them anymore, right? Not using AI to get visibility and get results for your clients is, no, we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be focusing on this now. Just running Google ads or just doing SEO for a client is not the way anymore, or just trying to focus on getting their business listings highly ranked, right? These are all things where you're going to eventually lose all of your clients. If you're still doing these things, or if you've been doing these things, or you think about offering these services to potential clients right now, is you're going to lose them all. It's a matter of fact. Even my best clients I've ever had that I started out in my agency when I was doing the traditional model that you see here, I've lost every single one of the clients, even in great relationships and whatever. Like it could have been 3, 5, or even 7, 10 years that I've had a client. Eventually they will cancel for whatever reason. You know, like time just moves on. They forget about you. You know, like it's been a decade. They're like, why am I paying this guy still? Like, I don't remember. Like it's just eventually you're going to lose all of your clients unless you build it the right way. And that's with building custom solutions. That could be a custom website that actually does lead gen, an AI app that actually takes appointments and actually can track your appointments and have a way for the client and their customers to log in to the app and see what's going on. One of the reasons I don't like doing the traditional old model anymore is because whenever there's a problem, whenever they don't get the lead gen that they want, or maybe they don't get the results, or they say that you're spending too much on Google ads, they're going to blame you every single time. There's zero accountability when working with clients. You're offering them a service, don't expect them to be nice to you. It's just how it works. I believe that pretty much every client you get is another headache. So how to resolve this problem? Because a lot of people don't want this business model for this reason, because then you have to work with people. They don't understand what you're doing for them. They just know that you're spending their money, and they don't like that very much. Well, this solves this problem, right? So now we're creating a custom AI chatbot that books appointments through an AI app, through the AI website that we're generating in 10 minutes. That does it better than you can, even if you have a degree and background, or even if you built a website design company. I built a website design company. We had some of the best designers and copywriters and all these people that are on board. And what I can do now with AI is already better. It's already better as of February, March of 2026. And so it's going to continue. Like there's no reason to try to build on these skill sets when you've already been replaced in this manner. But you haven't been replaced by building a better creative system or a better idea or a better service or a better business model. And that's what we're focusing on today. It's not trying to be the best at website design or ads or even marketing. Your skill sets in these things are important still, but actually the most important thing is building the best business model and understanding it and getting really good at that business model, right? Right. So the AI agent model is basically this. It's AI chatbots, it's AI websites, and it's AI content that's delivered through social media dynamically, right? It could also be something really advanced, something like big corporations do, is that it's targeted by IP and zip code so that it's kind of dynamic pricing. These things could work if you have like a larger company that you're working with and they want to set up dynamic pricing. So different price in India versus price in Miami. Price in Miami is not the same as Memphis. Or depending on if they're a recurring customer, you offer them a discount. You're offering them a VIP package. You're offering these different things. This is not what the average agency is doing, right? These are types of things that you can add to your client set, to your service set, that will allow you to stand out in a marketplace that, let's face it, has about 2 billion marketers and about 900,000 marketing agencies, right? There might be 10 million, 20 million businesses, but there's also 900,000 marketing agencies. But I can guarantee you that there's less than 1,000 marketing agencies that can do all of these things on the right side that I just mentioned, right? Building AI apps, lead gen websites that actually convert into appointments and sales, and dynamic pricing and dynamic content created with AI. and AI agents that follow up with every single lead when the clients won't. Because let's face it, I've never worked with a client that does really well with lead generation, lead follow-up, and closing. Even the best salespeople do not do a great job at lead generation. Real estate is really well known, and there's a million real estate agents. And there's only a handful, maybe 1 or 2% of them that do the correct follow-up. They need the help as well, but they don't know how to do this AI stuff, right? So there's plenty of opportunities here, and we're just giving you a really quick overview of what's happening in the marketplace right now. So if you want to land $1,500 to $3,500 per month clients starting this week, identify bleeding businesses that need this, which is all of them. I recommend home services to get started. It's the best niche possible with the most amount of options, very large, and requires no gatekeeping. So you can kind of contact them at any point. And they're the least tech savvy, so they need the most help. And if you're not extremely experienced, this is a great place to start. All right, so it's pretty simple. So identify the niche. Now we just send them an audit email or a DM, right? And we just show them like, hey, this is what's happening in the market. Would you like some kind of demo? We can show you a solution. And when you do it right, we have about a 50 to 60% close rate. And then we offer them, here's a solution. Let's just going to build you a lead generation website. And if you like it, great. Then we're going to upgrade you and do the app. We're going to start doing the ongoing marketing, which is AI generated content with social media, as well as really smart ad placements. On top of that, we could be doing something else, which is lead gen on top of that, and sales like optimization, closing, something like that. And that will bring you from like the $500 per month mark to the $3,500 a month mark. And then you can offer pay per lead once you have these systems set up. But that's another story. That's more advanced. So essentially, you can build out the website in 10 minutes. You can onboard the client in 48 hours, deliver the website for them, and then you can start your process of building them a solution that is custom built with AI. And you're literally just talking with AI to get it done. So you're going to be like, hey, we're onboarding this client right now. You built the website for them, great. Now, how do we build them a customized marketing solution in their niche to help them generate the leads that they want? Here's the transcript of the sales call that we did together. I want you to review it and let us know exactly what the client wants, and then how do we deliver that as a service that they're going to be happy with paying for the next 36 months, right? We've had people make $10,000 in the first week of joining one of our agency courses. We've had an agency accelerator, people go from 20K a month to 100K a month in a single day, literally just through one coaching call with me. So I'm giving them the permission to make more money in their business, and they feel like more comfortable with it. So it's just kind of like small changes in the business. So if there's something from this video that kind of motivates you to make a change that helps you, then that's great. That's a great start. But honestly, we have people that are joining the programs. We already have a few students in the program now. This is the agency marketing program that I'm launching here this month. So this is like, we've had people that are literally had zero agency experience. They wanted to build an agency, but they never did. Well, we have AI templates in the program that can literally, you just copy and paste, you prompt the AI, and it helps you do the lead gen, and it crafts the DMs and the emails, and then it helps you send them. So you can get a booking, you can get someone on the phone, and you can get a real live client within, 7-10 days, realistically. So here's what we have for you. This is like I would say an emergency program, because I don't really launch programs that much anymore, if at all. I usually just do one-on-one coaching at this point. But now, seeing how the market has changed, I've realized that everybody needs this, actually. So we're going to be giving you exactly what you need to help you so you don't lose clients, existing clients if you got them. Or if you want to build an agency, here's the direction, so you don't waste your time on doing something that doesn't work, right? So I'm saying it's the AI agency emergency program. And without going through this, there's going to be, this is the video, but all of the copy and everything that's in the program currently, as I'm dynamically changing and upgrading the program every day, is going to be somewhere below the video or somewhere else. Like, you don't have to look at this. This is only a few days old, but already outdated because we're adding more and more content to the program every day. As I see fit, and as things change, I'm going to add more and more content. We're talking about many different ways to gather clients, the tool that we use every day in our business, how to build an AI brain, so that you essentially are building your company smart instead of hard. Like, I don't really believe in hard work. Like, I believe more in the 4-hour work week with Tim Ferriss, where like most of the hard work can be done in 4 hours a week. You can work a lot more if you want, but essentially, if you know how to work smart, you only need 4 hours a week to work a business, to build out the proper systems and stuff. And so we're going to be using things like AI to help you do most of the heavy lifting, to essentially outsource your time and energy, so you don't have to do that, right? So this is, I would say, we're building a $5,000 program. So we're going to be helping you make $10,000 a month, and we're going to be helping you build AI websites, AI apps. We're giving you sales scripts. These sales scripts come from closers that have closed like $100 million in sales. These are the closer.io level sales scripts that I've worked with people in the business for a long time. And these are the same scripts, essentially. So you're going to be getting high-level scripts where I think they charge their clients $10,000 to get access to all these sales materials and so forth. And that's by itself without coaching, right? Pretty high-end stuff, but we're going to simplify it just a little bit so that it's a little easier to understand, and you don't need to be a sales professional to do this, right? Because you're going to be talking to like average business owners that are not approached by professional salespeople all day. They're simply just wanting a solution to make sure that they can be found on the internet, or found and get some leads. And it's very simple. We're not going to be going after corporations or doing board meetings or something like this where you need a presentation or any kinds. It's very simple stuff. In fact, I was doing it when I was 12 years old. I was pitching people that are like 50 when I'm like a kid, and I did not have a webinar slide. I did not have a sales process. I would just meet them at their business, and I'd sit down super nervous, and I'd be like, I can build you a website. They're like, okay. And it's just that simple. But we're going to give you everything that you need to even get to a higher level than that, of course. All right, so we've been offering this as a beta program because it's brand new, and we want to get a few people into the program first that have been around for a long time and have been past customers. So now we have another few options available in the future that are going to be like a higher price point but monthly. So this is a one-time payment for $497, and this will give you lifetime access. So this is a community. This is everything. Like, these are 30 different ways to make money with AI. As a marketer, right? These are scripts, these are templates, these are like prompts, like documents. There's at least 50 different things in the program right now, but we also have a community tied to this as well. And we're going to be, I guess we're going to be putting in all the live calls that we do as well in the very near future. So these are paid live calls, but they will be inside the program in the back end for free. So this is basically an early bird offer for anyone that really has been around for a long time, that doesn't want to think about going and like purchasing a course or anything. It just wants a community that's actually doing it in real life, right? So if that's you, if you want to build a marketing agency, if you want to use AI, you want to create AI websites, you want to simplify your life and build a real business that could potentially be sellable, right? Using proper systems, and you're looking for what niches to go after. Like, what should be my offer? What's the price point of my offer? What's the service I should offer? These are all the things that are inside the program. And believe me, I've been doing this for a long time, so I know exactly all of the questions you probably have, and we are answering them inside the program, right? And it's changing every day. It's dynamically changing. So I'm using actually AI tools to work with me, and we are building the program together so that I believe that I can build the best program we've ever made, because the amount of time and effort and research and data, and like I said, I think I've sold about 30,000 agency programs already in the last 10 years. So we know exactly what you need as the customer is like to get the best results for your business, right? And to make it the easiest, the simplest way to get the result that you want, which is more time freedom, more time to spend with your family, and a business where you're not scared every single month that the client's going to call you requesting a refund, requesting like, why are we not seeing more leads come into the program? You're not showing me what you're doing. So there's some fear there. Like, if you take on a client and you actually get paid, then what's next? It can be a little scary, right? But if you have an exact blueprint, if you have a support system, and you have a community that's available for you, you can just ask a question and get a response. Well, I think that's worth the price. So we'll leave it at that, and we will see you inside the program. And I got to create some more videos for you. All right. Talk to you soon.